Hello everyone, my name is Matt and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to teach you how to do something very fun with PowerPoint. As many of you know, if you've watched my channel before, I like to play a game called the Flying Words game. I think it's a very fun game for drilling new vocabulary. After you introduce maybe 6 or 8 new words, and then you have the kids say the words a few times. Maybe you play the quick say game, which is another one of my favorites. And then you can play the flying words game. Now in the flying words game, words or flashcards will fly across the screen, and the students need to pay very close attention and figure out which word or which flashcard just flew across the screen, and the first student to say the word gets a point for their team or 2 points for their team. And I really like this game because it's a game that gets the kids really, really excited, and the whole class can play at the same time. You know, if you're just showing a word and pointing at it and having the kids say it over and over again, it's just not as interesting. If you tell the kids to pay close attention and something's going to happen, and then they see a word fly across the screen or a flashcard fly across the screen, they're going to get really, really excited. And yeah, so I really think this is a fun game, and a few teachers have actually asked me how to do this, so I thought I would put together a little PowerPoint tutorial for you. So I really hope you enjoy this. If you do, please hit that like button, and also don't forget, I do have a website where you can buy my PowerPoints. I also have a Taobao store and a Teachers Pay Teachers. So if you want to purchase one of my PowerPoints, just go to the links in the video description below, and you can do that very easily. All right, let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so this is my grade 1 and 2 on the farm animal sounds lesson, and in this lesson there are 6 farm animals. There's cow, sheep, rooster, pig, horse, duck, and then during the lesson, right after I show the words the first time, and I teach them an action, then I have them say the words one more time. So rooster, pig, sheep, cow, horse, and duck. Then we do a quick say game. And then we do the flying words game, which is the focus of this tutorial. So the way the flying words game works is that it's a drilling activity, but it's just more exciting. So one of the words will fly across the screen, and the first student to say the word will get a point for their team. Okay, so the pig flies across the screen. All the students are watching. The first student to say pig gets 1 or 2 points for their team. Okay, and then I'll say pig again, and the whole class says pig. Okay, so they get to say the words multiple times. Okay, so cow, okay, then cow flashes, I say cow, the whole class says cow. And the beauty of this game is that the kids are waiting in anticipation for the word before it flies across the screen, so they're really focused. If you're just drilling by holding up a flashcard or pointing at a flashcard, they're not going to be very excited, okay? But if you are telling them that something's going to happen on the screen, they're going to be glued to that screen watching it, and the whole class is going to be saying it very excitedly, which is what I want. And also you can have them say it multiple times, okay? So duck flies across the screen, click back, click forward again, it happens again, they all say it, happens again, they all say it, happens again, they all say it, okay? You can really get them to say it a bunch of times and get them to want to say it. Okay, because you're giving them points, it's a competition, it's just fun, okay? And you want it to be fun. And also, the faster they can see a word and know what it is and register what it is and say it, the faster they can do that, the better they're going to be able to improve their fluency. Because in order to be fluent in a language, you have to be able to draw on these words from your memory really, really quickly, right? So this kind of game really helps them practice that. Okay, so word flies across the screen. Okay, horse. Okay, they really are they're amped up to say it, and because it's flying so quickly, the faster they can, the better they can get at that, just the better their English is going to become. All right, so let me show you how to make this, and it's very, very simple. So let me open up a new PowerPoint here. I'm going to go to a blank presentation. And I am using a Mac, so some of the functionality is a little bit different. The way PowerPoint looks a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same, the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of these. Now, I could hit Control-All or Command-All to delete them, or you can just click on them and then hit Delete to get rid of this. And then I'm going to, I need the pictures. Okay, so I hit Insert, go to Pictures, and go pictures from file, or I can open the file and drag the pictures onto this presentation. Either way is fine. Fair warning, my computer doesn't like when I'm screen recording, so it tends to, the fan starts to blow. I apologize if it's distracting. All right, so I can select these animals one by clicking them and clicking insert, or I can hold command on a Mac, or I think it's control on a PC, and do them all at the same time like this, or I can hit command all to select them all at the same time, or whatever the shortcut is on a PC to select them all at the same time and hit insert. The reason I want to do it like this is I want to change their size at the same time because it just makes it easier. And since they're all selected, I can then just drag them smaller. Of course, I could hit command all and select them all at the same time like that, but this is just the quickest way. Okay. Now the next thing I need to do is I need to move them off of the slide because I want them to fly across the screen, which means they need to not be on the screen in the beginning. Okay, so what I do here is I need to zoom out. Now, again, on a Mac, I hit command and then hit the negative button, which is next to 0, in order to zoom out. On a PC, you'll have to use whatever functionality is for that. Normally, maybe there's like a view, and then you can hit zoom and then zoom out, or however it works on a PC. Now, I want these animals to fly in from different directions so the students don't know where they're coming from. So I'm going to drag these and put them in different places, okay, around the slide. And then now I'm going to show you how to animate these. Okay, it's very, very simple. So I need to go to animations, and there's something here called path animation. Now, if you're not clicked on one of these pictures, you can see that you can't click that. Okay, so you need to make sure you're clicked on one of the pictures first. Then that'll be highlighted. Then you're able to click on it. And they have different animations here. Okay, that'll cause the picture to move in different ways. Now, I like to use the straight line one because I just want them to fly across the screen in a straight line. But there's all these other types of animations you could use, but we're just going to use the simple one, the straight line one. So you click on it, and then wherever you click on this screen is where it's going to fly. Like if I click here and then I end here, it's just going to fly from here to here. But I don't want that. I want it to fly from off the screen, across the screen to the other side. So what I do is I click on the actual flashcard and then I drag to where I want it to end. And then I let go. Okay, and then you can see that the duck just flew across the screen. Okay, now I can actually change the speed that that's going to happen. Okay, by going to animation pane and then going to timing. Okay, so I go to timing. Make sure you're clicked on the animation you just added. In this case, I only have one animation, so it's really easy to know which one it was. And you go to duration, and you can change the speed. So I can make it move very, very slowly. It'll take now 5 seconds to go across, or very, very fast. It'll take a half a second to go across. But half a second is just going to be a bit too quick, I think. Let's see what it looks like. That's way too fast. You probably can't even see that from my screen recording. So it's just way too fast. I don't want it to be that fast. I actually think the 2-second one is pretty good. So I'm going to leave it like that. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay. And now I just need to go and do the same thing I just did to all the other ones. So I'm going to get rid of this animation pane for now so I can see everything and just go through one by one and add in this path animation. So click on the flashcard, go to path animation, draw a line, drag where you want it to fly. Okay, it looks pretty good. And then do the same thing for all the other animals. Okay, now I don't want to do them in an order. I want them to be random. Okay, so I'm not going to like go clockwise or counterclockwise around. I want it to be totally random so they have no idea which direction they need to be watching. Okay, so then click on the next animal, path animation, draw a line. Okay, do the next one, click on the horse. What just happened? I don't know why my computer does that. Click on the horse, path animation, draw a line. And there's one more. Rooster, path animation, draw a line, make them go straight down. Okay, now let's see what that looks like. Beautiful. So every time I click, it is going to, a word or a picture is going to fly across the screen. Okay, now I have it set, if you remember in the path animation, or the animation pane I have it set on click Okay, because I want to be in control of this. You can change it so that it happens in a different way, but I want to be in control. Like I said, so I can have them say it a bunch of times if I want. Okay, I can have them say it over and over just by clicking and then clicking back and then clicking forward again. If you're holding a clicker or using the mouse, you'll have really good control over this. I really do recommend you use like a remote control if you're using a PowerPoint in class. Excuse me. That way you can stand anywhere in the room and you can have control over the PowerPoint. So you can make it fly across the screen a bunch of times, get the kids to say it as many times as you want. You think their pronunciation is not good yet, you can have them say it as many times as you want, okay? Now, the next thing I want to show you is you could actually do the same thing we just did, but you can do it with words, right? So we can insert a shape. You can just do any shape, doesn't really matter. I just want to have something that I can write on. I'm going to change this to green since this is a farm animal themed PowerPoint. Okay, let's write the word pig. Let's change the size. Make it big enough so they can see, right? And I like Comic Sans. Comic Sans is my favorite one there. I just think the letters look more normal like this. And I'm going to copy and paste, and I'll do it for each one, each animal. Oh, a little bit too big there. Drag it a little bit bigger. Copy and paste. Horse. Copy and paste. On a Mac, the shortcut is Command D. Command D will cause it to be, oops, no, don't do that. Will cause it to duplicate or copy very quickly. Using a PC, I'm sure you know the shortcut. If you don't know, Google it. It's very easy. Now the next thing I want to do is I don't want these words to come from the exact same spot as the picture did, so I'm going to move these around a bit. And you might be thinking, well, if these words are going to be flying across the screen, that's quite difficult for the kids. And I do agree, reading a word that's flying across the screen is difficult, but that's the point. You want it to be a bit difficult, especially if you're teaching a large class. Sometimes you're teaching a lesson and it's quite easy for some of the kids, right? And it's quite difficult for other kids. You're trying to make it so that everyone can learn something, everyone can get something out of it, and being able to read words quickly is important. Again, when you're speaking or when you're reading, the faster that sight, brain, speech connection happens, the better, okay? So being able to read things that are appearing quickly is also quite important. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing here. Click on the word, go to animations, path animation, draw a line, and make it fly across screen like this. Now, that might be difficult, right? To read that at that speed. So you can change the speed of that if you like, right? I can make it a bit slower. So click on cow, that's that one. Go to duration, and I could make this now slow, okay? So it's not so quickly, right? And now it'll be, let's see what it looks like. So these are the flashcards, the pictures, right? They're flying across. They're saying the words. They're excited. They're so excited. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. I think that's manageable, right? And you can do the same thing now for all the other ones. Click on it. Path animation. Draw a line. Drag it across. Again, I'm going to try to do this randomly so that it's not predictable. I want to be unpredictable so they don't know which direction to be looking at any point during this game. They don't know. Keep them guessing. We got pig. Let's go through one by one and do all of this. I apologize if my computer fan is distracting. It is very annoying. This computer is 5 or 6 years old now. I need a new computer. I will buy one this year, I think. This computer has... Okay. Now, again, I want to change the speed of those. I believe I did all of them already. Let's drag this down so I can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, cow is already slower. You can see cow is slow. But sheep is still medium. That's right. So I want to change them. So I can highlight them all at the same time by... in this case, holding Command. If you're using a PC, it might be a different shortcut. And then changing the speed to slow. My computer is running slowly. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. Duck, cow, pig, sheep, horse, rooster, cow, good job, sheep, excellent, rooster, duck, pig, horse. Okay. Now, you can also make phrases fly across the screen. You could do all sorts of interesting things. You could have, there's so many different ways you can work PowerPoint to make your class more interesting. All right, that's pretty much it. That's how you make the Flying Words game. I really hope that you found this useful. If you did, please hit that like button. That lets me know that you enjoyed this, you learned from it, and you want me to make more lessons like this, videos like this, PowerPoint tutorials like this. Because if people don't hit that like button or they don't watch this video, then I'll know you guys are not really interested in this sort of thing, and I'll try other kinds of videos. All right, don't forget, if you want to purchase my PowerPoints or Val and I's PowerPoints, use the links in the video description below. Go check out our stores, and yeah, if you find something there you like, you can buy it, and you'll have a ready-to-go lesson ready for your class. All right, I will see you in the next one.